I'm Lauren Young, and this is a presentation of one of the cropping systems experiments of the REACH project, which aims to enhance the sustainability of Pacific Northwest cereal production. Here in the Pacific Northwest, cereals are produced under irrigation in rotation with higher value crops such as potatoes, and at this site we are evaluating intensification and reduced tillage in an irrigated system. Due to high grower interest in improving soil quality, the use of triticale and corn for nutrient cycling by the dairy industry, and survey results that show mustard cover cropping within the potato rotation has increased from approximately 1,800 acres in 1999 to almost 30,000 acres in 2010, we have two main cover cropping questions that are being investigated. The first is, what are the impacts of incorporating cover crops into an irrigated rotation on soil carbon and yield? And the second is, what role can including cover crops in the rotation play in reducing the loss of nitrogen? In the trial we've set up, the base rotation is a 3-year rotation with potatoes 1 year, winter wheat the next, and corn in the third. This is compared to a rotation where cover crops are added. With the addition of triticale and mustard as cover crops, and using winter wheat instead of spring wheat, there are plants growing in the system for an additional 6 months each year. This leads to better soil quality, reduction in soil carbon losses due to the elimination of the fallow period, and a decreased need for soil fumigants due to the fumigant properties of mustard. Survey data from Andy McGuire of Washington State University shows that a mustard cover crop is used on about 17% of Washington potato acres. In addition to asking questions about adding cover crops, we're asking some questions about reducing tillage in the potato rotation. The first is, what are the impacts of reduced tillage on yields in a potato rotation in a silt loam soil? Do these impacts vary based on whether cover crops are included in the rotation? And the second is, what role can reducing tillage in irrigated systems have in reducing greenhouse gases? We are asking these questions because growers are interested in reduced tillage, and because the irrigated region has greater carbon sequestration potential than non-irrigated systems because of the availability of water and increased soil productivity. Because potatoes are part of the rotation, it's not possible to eliminate tillage altogether, so in this case we're comparing conventional tillage to reduced or conservation tillage. This means that there are now 4 treatments. No-till cover crops are compared to tilled cover crops, and no-till fallow is compared to tilled fallow. Based on research done at Patterson on sandy soils, we know it is possible to do reduced tillage in a potato rotation, as you see here. We are working to overcome the challenges of reduced tillage in a heavier loam at the current experiment site. We are hopeful that in 2014, with the completion of the 3-year rotation, we will be able to begin analyzing the rotational effects of the system. This has been an introduction to one of our REACH cropping systems experiments funded by USDA-NIFA. More information about the project is available at reachpna.org.